Hello everybody, welcome to Freedom Ranch Homestead. So in a previous video, I had explained our conundrum with the stripes going down the interior portion of our log home on the logs that were made there when the logs sat in the sun for a number of months with boards that were holding them up. Well, behind the boards, they did not get stained by the sun, so now we have stripes all throughout our first floor of the log home. And so we are trying a number of different ways to get the logs nice and even in color before we stain them. We have tried sanding it down, which is very, very challenging, and made the wood very uneven so that when we put the stain on, it looked horrible. We've also bought a sandblaster because we did some research and it was told to us that that might be helpful for our logs. The problem with the sandblaster is we could not find a fitting for the top of the hose that would take the walnut shells that are suggested for the logs. Our builder Dan also mentioned that it also would create kind of an uneven tone along the logs, and that was not what we were looking for. So it was suggested by another follower and by my Uncle John that we try to use a chemical that will bleach the wood. So this video is about me trying that out and kind of us deciding what is going to be the best option for us to get the interior portion of our log home looking really uniform and exactly the way that we had hoped. So I'm inside the house, as you can see, and I have this wood bleach is what I am using. Oxalic Acid. So that is what I'm going to be using. This whole thing goes with 4 quarts of water or 1 gallon of hot water. We mix it together, we scrub it on the wood that we want to lighten, and then we rinse it off after we're done, once we get to the desired color or lightness that we want. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I have my 4 quarts of hot water, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in and mix it on it. I am next to our master closet, just like we tested out with the sander. I'm gonna test this out in here just to, because it's easy to hide. Definitely easy to hide down the road. But I have my rubber gloves, which are very, very important. Okay, so I have that. This is our wood bleach, which we will be putting into the hot water. So it says on the directions to use a scrub brush, but I think what I'm going to start with is a sponge and just kind of get it on the wood and then scrub it in a little bit and see what happens. It's weird. It says it's supposed to, once you get your desired look, then you rinse it with the water. But I don't see how we see our desired look until it's dried. So I don't want to waste all this stuff. I feel like I maybe should just do the whole inside of the closet. Guess it wouldn't hurt anything, huh? So as you can see, I really don't notice too much of a difference right now. So it says to apply repeatedly every 10 minutes. So I'm assuming it takes roughly about 10 minutes for it to somewhat dry and give the effect of it bleaching, but I think I'm gonna have to do a couple swipes through and see if it actually helps turn the logs a little bit lighter. Okay, friends, so the bleaching definitely did something. It definitely lightened the logs. You can see the 2 up top I did not do. The issue is that the stripe is still there. Oh, let me get out of the shadow. The stripe, ding, 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 is still there. So, but you can see the difference if you come over here, how dark the logs were before and how much they lightened. So it definitely did the job. So our builder does not like the idea of bleaching the logs. He says long-term it can cause some issues. I'm not sure what those are. So we are waiting to get a sample of a stain that possibly could cure our problem with the stripe. At least that's what we're hoping for. So in here you can see we did some sanding, but it's really, really uneven. And when you put the stain that we have on there, it's very noticeable where you sanded. So we are, God, I don't know what to do. I know this room we have to continue sanding. He left his power tool, the, what is it called? Fest tool. And I'm just ordering sandpaper for that special, very special sandpaper that will do the job. So I'm just in here in the bedroom. We'll continue sanding it down just to make it look all even. But outside the rest of the house, I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. So we're just gonna wait and see what that stain looks like that Dan Hayley spoke of from Permachink, and see if it can kind of even things out with those stripes. And if not, we'll go back to bleaching. But this tree, I am definitely going to bleach. I think it'll make it look really nice, taking all that dark stuff off and getting it back to its natural light color. So hopefully that will do the job, but I know I need to start way up there. At least I think I do. And I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna manage that. So that might be a job that we save for a little bit later, but I ordered some more of the bleaching. And let me remind you, it's not actual bleach. Once again, Oxalic Acid. I think it did a really nice job in here. It looks really good. See, the frustrating part is that our stain, what we want the logs to look like, is this. I mean, it's like perfectly, almost exactly how it is on the exterior, almost. So it's frustrating to think that we have to get it all, try and get it all back to the natural color so that you can't see the stripe anymore and then stain everything. So we're in a bit of conundrum. There might be just the possibility that we live with those stripes down our walls. And if that's the case, then so be it. But it's not really how I envisioned the log walls to look on the interior portion of our home. So kind of a bummer. So the other thing is that Christian and Hayley came up from Raleigh for the weekend, and we got to play around with the animals a bit, and they got to help Chuck with a project, which I'm going to show in a different video, but it definitely has to do with moving large stones. So it's kind of interesting what they're doing. So that's just a little teaser for the next video. But I definitely want to show you a clip of all the animals and the things that we did with Hayley and Christian while they were here this last weekend. Bree's first time riding Trip, Hayley's first time riding ever, and then Christian's first time riding Jolie. Oh, Waddles. Hello, pretty girl. Hi, sweetie. Oh, they're coming for more. Hey, Jelly. Hey, Jelly. I know, Waddles is like, get out of my way, Jelly. Oh, I wish I'd gotten that on video. Cabbage. Yummy cabbage. There you go. It is feeding time at the zoo. Oh, I was surprised that's not Wonkers. Usually she's the first one up. Okay, there you go. Some new tastes. We have some cilantro in there, cauliflower, tomatoes. Sitting on all the eggs. How many you got in there, Missy?
These are all of the eggs that we collected from underneath the chicken coop. There's gotta be at least 20 some odd eggs here.
How many are there? 7 eggs. Christian's Jeep. It's been, oh no!
The heck out of your top.
Is it bad? Oh, it could probably be buffed out.
Probably.
You bugger, mister.
So pretty though.
There we go. Oh, and I bet Wonkers just went inside.
Walkers, get out of there, okay?
Sure enough. Her face. Look at that beak. Oh my goodness, Wonkers. How did you turn out that way? But you're doing good. Yes, I feel good. Fly, Wonkers, fly. I hope you enjoyed the video. Some other updates that are coming on the build is that we have gotten our plumbing installed. We're just waiting for the fixtures to come so that he can finish everything up. And we have chosen the tile for our flooring and for the bathrooms. And let's see, we've gotten a quote for the cabinets for the kitchen and the bathrooms, and needless to say, it was a little bit more than we were expecting. So we're kind of going back to the drawing board on that. Chuck is thinking that he can build the cabinets, but I am thinking that is just way too much to add to our plate. The other big news is that the spray foam guy is coming next week. So he will spray foam the ceiling and then all of the spaces in between the logs so that we can start inserting the wire mesh and start chinking the interior portion of the log home. So a lot of work coming up. And then let's see what else is going on. Just, you know, kind of regular stuff. I guess I'll keep you posted in the next video, so be sure to look out for that. And I hope you all have a very blessed day, and thank you again for watching and subscribing. We'll see you again very soon.